Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at the Celtics, they're currently in 4th place, a solid spot to be in late in the year. And, of course, the Bulls, 8.5 games behind.
You know, for the Celtics, as of late, they've looked a little out of sorts, and that's really what's knocked them out of the top spot in the standings.
They've got plenty of time left to get back to being the team we thought they'd be heading into the year, but they better do it quick.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. We've got Zach Collins, Booz Ellis out there with Isaac Okoro. Then there's Jaden Ivey, and it's Giddey in at the point guard position. And for Boston, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. Well, Richard, it's no secret. Both of these teams love to let it fly from beyond the arc.
Oh, it's not green lights that these shooters have. It's a freeway. There is no lights.
And here's Pritchard. Tatum, a screen on Giddey. Down low. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Pritchard.
He's got a great sense of timing on the pick and roll. When Tatum makes his move, it's decisive.
A nice shot by Ivey.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And we're about a minute into the first. To the inside, Vucevic. Collins with the rebound.
Come on.
Not enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Right wing. Ivey outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Brown. A nice shot by Ivey. Ivey's got his 2nd basket of the game.
You know, Ivey wants to get to the rim, but good judgment taking what's there.
Standing just under 7 feet, Zach Collins puts that size to work out there.
Always looking for his next rebound or just a point-blank bucket. Collins knows that his physicality he has to bring to the floor, and he operates mostly in the paint. With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
The 3 from Okoro, rebounded by the Celtics. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Pass to Collins. Now here's Giddey. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Brown, a screen on Collins. To the middle. A nice shot by Brown.
Great screen by Brown, rolling right to his sweet spot.
Bulls trail by 5. Okoro outside. Inside. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And here in the back half of February, the power rankings tell a pretty complete story of the season so far. You look at the Spurs, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they are about average. When we get to this point of the season, right in the middle, your ranking is just who you are.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Boston leading by 5. Right side Tatum. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Bulls.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Picked by Vucevic. To the inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Vucevic has gotten his second bucket.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Sinks the tray.
Look, it can be simple. Read the defense, call the play. Brown can really do it all.
And it's Ivy penetrating. 2 points. That one goes. Ivy's got 6 points. Here's Brown. He's got 5. "26 seconds left in the first. Pass to Gonzalez. The 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Okoro outside. Here's Giddey. Shoots over Brown. And that's not going to go. And so it's Boston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
They've got Sam Hauser, and it's Keita in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. To the paint. Here's Garza, and the layup falls. Garza's gotten his first basket of the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And here's Simons outside. Hauser grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Garza from the arc. No luck on that one. Bulls trail by 8. Jones feels it out. Up top, Smith. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Smith's gotten his first points in this one. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
He's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Shireman. A big group substitution here for Chicago. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. 6-point lead. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Giddey against Pritchard. And And that one's good. Giddey.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
And one thing that's fun to watch, when Josh Giddey grabs a defensive rebound and goes coast to coast, RJ.
Yeah, that's when he is at his best. Ball is in his hand. Out in space, playing with speed.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Giddey passes to Smith. Knocks down the long J. Smith's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Pritchard. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New York. They set a pick. Hauser outside. Launches a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Some changes here for the Celtics. Garza comes in for Hauser. And it's Jason Tatum in for Pritchard. Then for Chicago, Collins, he's checked in for Smith. And Buzelis is subbed in for Williams. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Ivy outside. Pass to Collins. There's the triple. Drains the triple. Collins has got 7 points in the game.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Boston leading by 7. A minute 35 left to play in the second quarter. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Okoro outside. Back to Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in. Giddey's got his second basket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Tatum. He has 7. The 3 ball. They can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Ivy. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Give him 8.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Boston leading by 5. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Down low. Here's Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Count it. Good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Now here's White. To the middle. And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it.
Peyton Pritchard.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Boston out in front, leading by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Boston Celtics.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined. That's a sign of good coaching.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. This question comes from B Smooth 94 asking, which one of you 3 is the best liar. I'll take this one, fellas. Be smooth. None of us have ever told a lie.
Ooh, he's good.
Very convincing.
See, but now I don't know whether to believe you guys, though. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You got to like what Jaden Ivey has done in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Zach Collins out there with Buzelis, and it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Isaac Okoro, and it's Ivey in at the 2.
Clever play by Tatum, drawing the attention to him, only to give it away.
When you talk about Nikola Vucevic, a big man who continues to get it done at a high level, Richard.
Yeah, he is showing no signs of slowing down. Vooch scores, rebound, passes, and shoots it well from pretty much everywhere. I'd like to see him contend for a championship at some point in time in his career.
Here's Pritchard. Chicago making their last shot. Down low. Here's Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
High tight Giddey. Pritchard with a steal. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Pritchard. And it's a 9-point Boston lead.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here you have the best teams when it comes to three-point shooting this season. Number 1, Boston.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
The Bulls trail by 9. Ivey outside. Chicago passing it around. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game.
And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
Giddey against Pritchard. The kick to Tatum. Outside White. Takes the 3. Collins with the rebound.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
All alone. Doesn't go that time. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. And it's Boston scoring again.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
And Pritchard comes to help. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Boston with a rebound. Oh, deflected. Giddey's got space. The putback.
And as we're starting to see more of Buzelis, his coaches want more of that. Just impacting the glass.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Vucevic. Uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 8 points for Nikola Vucevic.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Collins. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Greg.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan. Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Pass to Buzelis. The three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, heads-up play by Giddey, finding that rebound.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kata's checked in for Vucevic. Garza comes in for White. And it's Hauser in for Brown. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Smith, he's checked in for Collins. Collins Sexton comes in for Okoro. Simons is checked in for Ivy. And it's Trey Jones in for Giddey. Boston leading by 6. 1:03 left in the third. They set the screen. To the paint. Here's Garza. Chicago with the rebound. Sexton with it. Guarded by Hauser. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Here's Garza. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Garza's got 8.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Simons against Tatum. Simons' shot is good.
Digging deep, Simons to the hole himself.
They set the pick. Oh, a deep three from Tatum. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Kata in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Now here's White. Pass to Gonzalez. There's a screen. This one for 3. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
They have struggled as of late, but that might change when they get back home. Nothing cures a slide like some games on your home floor.
Richards is checked in for Chicago. Now Giddey. Smith with a screen on White. Out to the wing. Richards, the pass to Smith. Hits the trifecta.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Brown looking around. Oh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
A very athletic play by Brown, getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
To the inside. Here's Smith. Boston pulls it in. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Gonzalez. Over Giddey. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. And now a 5-point Boston lead.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Collins, he's checked in for Richards. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Okoro is checked in for Simons. And Jaden Ivey subbed in for Jones. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Giddey against Pritchard. Here's Vucevic. White on the wing. From 20 feet out, that's in!
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Giddey. Buries it from outside!
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis. Yes.
Boston has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. Tatum with it. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
The Bulls have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Giddey against Pritchard. The shot is money.
When his team needs him, Giddey steps up. And you love to see a guy with that kind of fire.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. There's a pass to Tatum. Ooh, it misses. Chicago leading. Okoro outside. Giddey outside. From deep. Cash from downtown.
Late game pressure, no problem. Not a factor in Giddey's concentration.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. 55 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Tatum. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Ivey outside. Puts up the tray. Rebounded by Vucevic. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
Picked by Vucevic. Jason Tatum. The three is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Giddey scanning the floor. Driving inside. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And the Celtics call time here. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Giddey against Pritchard. Beyond the arc. And he nails it.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. I look, I can sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And he commits the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
Tatum fires. It's good. It counts at the buzzer.
That's how you beat the clock. Wins the game with nothing but zeros on the clock. Unbelievable.
Heroes finish, and they're going to have to carry him off on their shoulders for that one.
So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
PlayStation